Students upset with AP Gov changes.
Prom night is coming up soon.
TigerCast wanting your help. All this and more on all new TigerCast News, December 11th, 2015.
From Eye of the Tiger, this is TigerCast News. Broadcasting from Studio 403 in Roseville High School.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new TigerCast News. I'm Billy Menard.
And I'm Claire McKegg.
Students who enrolled in the AP Government class now find themselves in a CP class. Jeffrey O. has the story.
This year, the second half of AP Government will not receive AP credit. The district had not yet approved the year-long AP class, and because of this, many students are having to go back and alter their college applications and fix their transcript.
I know other schools were against that because they only have the 15 credits and they have 3 classes, but all the work we're getting, it should be counted as 20 credits. And I feel like it wasn't fair for them to just be like, oh, by the way, especially during like college applications, we didn't really realize we had to do, make it so complicated.
The news of this change was very unexpected and caught students off guard.
Kind of a bit frustrating with like the changes, how they told us that we could take it in the same, or not the same, but like different semesters, but then like suddenly we can't do that, so.
Because of this problem, students have started a petition in order to find a solution.
So me and my friend Nila, both in second period AP Gov, we were like just signing a paper and we're like, hey, pass this around. So we just all like decided to pass it around and sign it, and then we kind of like talked about what it should be on and what we should write about it before they started signing it. And so me and her discussed before why we're writing it and like what it's going to be on, and then so it was kind of like me and her, and then the class kind of took action with it, so you can say it was like a class thing. So that was pretty good that we all kind of agreed on the same thing, and I think all of second and third period signed it, so we all kind of agreed that we don't feel like it was the right thing.
We will keep you updated on any resolutions for the class.
Students taking the AP classes in the fall term this year interested in taking the final exam at the end of the year now have the opportunity to enter to win a free exam. A lucky student at Roseville High School will have the privilege to take their AP exam for free if they purchase their AP exam early.
You know, the incentive is we wanted to get people to purchase early while they could still be in communication with their teachers. So that's the incentive. And we will give the same opportunity to students who purchase in the spring as well. So there'll actually be 2 drawings, and it'll happen in May. The AP test, all you need to do is go to Student Services, and $90 a check made out to Roseville High. Go right up there, sign up for it, and then you'll fill out your little raffle ticket, and you'll be all set.
The Roseville High School staff hopes the students will be more encouraged to sign up to take the AP exams if they have the opportunity to be reimbursed for it.
Coming into the school year, Roseville student section had big expectations. Now, 3 weeks into the basketball season, it has been nothing short of a disappointment. Ellis Shaw has the story.
After a strong attendance at the football games, Roseville students have failed to show out at the basketball games.
I mean, it's only preseason, so I don't expect a big turnout, but the first game against Placer was kind of poor. There was really no one there. I just hope to see at least a good amount of people there, like at least at the Wood Creek game. There was a decent amount, but not enough like I expected. But hopefully during league, there should be a good amount of people coming through.
The school is making changes to the Tiger Cage in hopes of increasing in attendance.
Well, I added a new addition to our, I guess you could say, Tiger Cage team. Mark Kidder, he's going to be one of our Tiger Cage leaders now for the basketball season. I'm just hoping our basketball team can get some wins. I heard they won the last 2 games, so that's good. Hopefully if our basketball team can have a good season, it'll be easier to get more people out at the games. But I think, honestly, I think people want to go. They just want to see our team do well. And as long as that happens, getting people at the game won't be a problem.
The school is making changes to the Tiger Cage in hopes of increasing attendance and spirit. With a great student section, the Tiger Cage hopes to affect the team's performance in a positive way.
Yeah, I hope to make it have a lot more people in it, a lot more hyped up, get people out there, get people excited to see the Roseville team play and win.
I think if every game is packed with a lot of students, our team, like the basketball team, would just play a lot better. We'll bring more energy for them, and knowing that they'll have people supporting them, it's just beneficial to our whole basketball team.
Come be a part of the Tiger Cage and join it in on what hopes to be a great season.
We now go to Josh Carson with sports.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of TCSN. I'm Josh Carson. The girls basketball team has gotten off to a good start this season with a 3-2 record. We go to Jason Russell with their season preview.
The girls varsity basketball team has started off the season strong with a 3-2 record. Although varsity assistant head coach Donnie Nush and point guard Skylar Ruby both expected this coming into the season.
We set our bar up high. We want to make playoffs. We want to make sure that we try to get at least one win in the playoffs. So one of our main goals is to get fourth, at least third in league, because that solidifies us a spot in playoffs. And then from there, we also want to try to get a tournament title. So we're gonna got a couple tournaments coming up, Woodland and then the West Coast Jamboree, and we're looking to really challenge ourselves and win one of those titles and push it towards league.
We want to outwork the other team, pretty much beat them with speed, and we want to have a big rotation because we have a lot of talent on the bench and on the court. So we want to be able to play them as much as possible.
With their goals already set, Ruby knows that they have a lot to work on to get there.
We're working on transition and get up the floor fast, and defense. Our defense needs to improve, and just working on all the basics.
There's two main strengths I see, and the other coaches that we've talked to is our speed. We do a great job of pushing the tempo and playing a nice press. And then the other thing that we do really well is we only give schools one shot opportunities, so we're rebounding really well. They're not getting a lot of second chance opportunities, which is huge when we're only allowing a team to shoot once per possession.
We'll make sure to keep you updated here on TCSN on any news throughout the girls' season. Now we go to the basketball analysis of the Florin game on Monday. Okay. Roosevelt home taking on Florin in their annual preseason matchup, coming off a pretty good tournament weekend in El Dorado in which they went 2-1. Here's Grant Bear at the beginning of the game, knocking down a tray ball. That's 3 of his 5 points on the night. Russell, recognizing his game, the strengths of it, that is, pump fakes, drives it in for the easy deuce. And here's Edwards. He had himself a night three-pointer at the end of the first quarter, put Roseville up 20-15. Now let's go third quarter, and let's specifically dive into this game that Tommy Edwards, the junior, second-year varsity player, had. You see, he gets the layup right there, corner three, nothing but the bottom. How about a miss from Sean Granucci? Guess what? I'm right there. Got the putback, Tommy Edwards. Now watch the point guard Russell thread the needle to the number one scorer on the team, Edwards. Corner shot. Yep, you betcha. I'll take all 3 of these. Now Del Rosario had a good night as well, cleaning up on the glass. We normally see him assisting and doing his fancy dribble moves, but tonight he was a glass eater supreme, and coming up here, one of the best moments from the whole game.
He's going to take this all the way. Scored and one. Jeffrey O, and the smile on his face. Jeffrey O, that could be, you know what? I wouldn't doubt putting that in for a TCSN December top play nominee. Jeffrey O getting the N1 in his first points of the season.
And that was all she wrote. Too much Roseville in the second half. They walk out 86-50 victors easily. Now we go over to Austin Collins with entertainment.
Huh? Oh, are we on? Thanks, Josh. I was just watching some Netflix. There are some really good Netflix original shows out right now. Jessica Jones is currently the most popular show on Netflix, and with good reason. This dark iteration into the beloved world of Marvel tells the story of private investigator Jessica Jones as a villain from her past threatens the troubled yet stable life the superpowered alcoholic has made for herself in Hell's Kitchen, New York. Along the way, we're introduced to many classic Marvel characters such as Luke Cage and the Purple Man, aka Kilgrave. This show has excellent storytelling and character development among its diverse cast. It's refreshing to see such a mature take on the usually upbeat Marvel universe. This is why I'm giving Jessica Jones 5 out of 5 stars. Master of None is the most popular comedy on Netflix. Written and created by Aziz Ansari and Alan Young, this hilarious comedy had me LOLing all over the place. It is by far the most well-written comedy I've watched thus far. This show also has a very genuine tone that can successfully convey deeper emotions other than just humor. Master of None tells the story of an immature young adult trying to adapt to life in the real world. This show is definitely binge-worthy and earns itself a 5-star rating. With all these amazing Netflix originals, it may be hard to put your phone down after a serious session of binging. We now go back to Claire McKeag with more news. Now, just one more episode.
Thanks, Austin. There is a pasta dinner and concert this month. The dinner is on December 16th, starting at 6 o'clock in the evening. The concert begins at 7:45 in the Patty Baker Theater. Purchase your tickets by Friday, December 11th, or purchase them at the door at an increased price. Volunteers are needed for help with the dinner. Volunteer sign-ups will be sent by email.
Mr. Ericart's health and safety class looked after eggs this week. Emily Ruiz has the details.
Health and safety students in Mr. Ericart's class cared for fragile eggs for 3 days to simulate parenthood.
So the Egg Baby Project is a project to obviously simulate single teen parenting, kind of give them a glimpse of the responsibility, the change of priorities that a student or a young adult would have to take on if they were to be having a child. They have to obviously keep it alive. They have to give it a name and a backstory. We have journals and all kinds of stuff they write. Just a lot about, about priorities and how, your attention has to shift when you're a parent and that kind of stuff, and when are you ready to be a parent and when are you not.
Students were excited to take on the project and were hopeful for their eggs.
I remember when I was younger, I always watched TV shows where they'd show kids my age doing the egg project. So I'm kind of excited, but I also don't want my baby to die because I want a good grade.
The responsibility that comes with caring for a child is something that the class will not soon forget.
I think it's a good idea for kids to take care of an egg and take care of something for a couple days so they know how hard it is to take care of a baby and understand the true responsibility of having a child.
It seems like students really enjoyed this project.
Cram night is next Tuesday in the cafeteria from 6:30 to 8:30. There will be tutoring available along with free food and prizes.
That's it for us today on TigerCast News.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.